not bright enough.
It's going better. There we go. I think. Is that good?
Don't stand right there. Oh, never mind. Turn down.
There we go. We get it really. There we go.
Oh, yeah. Don't look away.
I'm getting ready for the solar eclipse. Way in the past.
It hurts. What? It's not getting better. Okay, now I can see it.
Okay.
Nope. Still got a purple spot in the center of my vision.
Why are you purple? You part of that woke mob down?
I have to look at
Are
you.
we recording? Yes, I'm recording.
I have to look at you at an angle with a fucking circle. It's fading. Okay. Oh.
What is this thing?
Oh.
There we go.
Oh, I'm sorry. I ate it. Happy time.
Oh. Wait a minute.
Oh, God.
There we go. It's pinching. What's up, everybody? It's been a while.
Fuck.
Are you okay?
Something's not right here. This is the mic. There you go.
Oh my god. All right, this is a rare middle of the week episode.
Yeah, it's not very often we do this.
No,
Nobody likes it in the middle. It's either in the front or the back.
that's true. That is very true.
You can't penetrate my gooch.
It's very specific. Have you heard that before? No penetration.
Yes, I can.
Yeah. No penetration here, Charlie. All right.
Hey, look. That looks like a little strawberry.
It's a little strawberry.
I wonder what she's up to. Who knows? Who cares?
When's the last time? Oh, wait. No, which one of we? Okay, no, I know what you're talking about. I don't know. I haven't. Yeah, I have no idea. I don't even know
What
if
about,
she still lives in the state.
What about, do you ever see, why doesn't he like me?
Oh my god.
Do you ever see that one?
No.
Is it still local?
I think they bought a house somewhere out in the country.
They?
Yeah.
Good on them.
You know what's really weird about that dynamic? It's similar here, but he's very conservative and she's very liberal. I'm like, what are the, like, so they just ignore the world around them?
If you can't bleed them out, breed them out.
Well, you know. What the hell?
It worked in Braveheart.
Yes.
Like the king says.
It did.
You know what the problem with Scotland? There's too many Scots.
What we were talking about? That's how this whole thing came in here and actually started shooting this show is the Helldiver thing. We were talking about the Hulk.
Oh, yeah.
And you brought up, like, well, I was telling you, there's a way to take out Hulks, or the trophy, that's what we were talking about. Take their arms out.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, that's not very humane.
Without killing them.
Yeah, so you just leave them behind. They're just kinda,
Armless.
It's just kind of left there.
No father.
There's some things that people found on Reddit on
No
Helldivers.
Probably molested by an uncle.
Shot off their...
Name was probably Reggie.
It's always a Reggie.
Reggie or a Gary? Uncle Gary.
Uncle Gary. Bill. Maybe a Bill.
Uncle Pee-wee.
Now that just screams. That screams...
Did you hear about Blippi?
No.
You know who Blippi is.
Yeah, I know who Blippi is. Here we go. Oh, here's some breaking news right at the bat, at least for me anyway. So what's going on with Blippi?
I haven't seen it.
Hi, guys.
Talk amongst yourselves while I look it up because you and me are going to first time watch react to this.
If anyone doesn't know who Blippi is, it's you clearly don't have a toddler or 5, 6, 7-year-old because Blippi's been around for a few years now. And it's just... I don't know, what is he? He's got to be in his late 20s, early 30s, and he dresses in this weird... he dresses in Mets colors, which instantly turned me off, like, right out the bat. I'm like, what the fuck? Anyway, he's got some, like, goofy-ass, like, conductor hat with a little fan.
It's like a
spinny,
fedora.
yeah, spinny thing on it.
It's like a fedora with a spinner.
And it's a kid's show, whatever. So every now and again, my daughter cruises around on YouTube Kids and comes across Blippi. But now I don't know if I'm going to allow that, judging by what you just said and your reaction.
My God. All right, I gotta see if I can search it like that.
Oh, jeez.
Let's see.
Tell me he's got an OnlyFans or something.
No.
Oh, that would be pretty Manila, and I was hoping for something.
You'll wish he had OnlyFans.
Oh God, no. Oh. I think.
Okay, time to react. Here we go.
Okay.
Hey, you ready?
All right. What am I watching?
I haven't watched this either yet.
Bear with me.
That's him, by the way.
Is it really?
Yes. It's really him. It was proven. And he straight up apologizes for it.
So, I'm not
Process.
really.
Take 5 seconds. I'll let you process. So,
I'm not really sure
who out there has seen Tub Girl?
how to even. I guess the closest thing. The closest thing I can that in my lifetime that I've seen is, remember steakandcheese.com?
Tub Girl. That's where you discovered Tub Girl.
Right. Well, there was the one video of the guy running down the street because someone bet him, I bet you can't take a shit
Rab himself.
while you're running. So he's got a jock strap on.
Rab himself.
And he
runs
runs.
the CKY videos.
Yeah.
He runs and shits.
Yeah, and he does it.
And you see it.
Yeah, you see it. Well, Blippi. I mean, he's not running.
Something ran out of him.
It's true. He needs more water.
He needs more water.
Fiber.
Fiber, yes. Water, no. There was plenty of water in that movement.
Well, I mean, after that, he's going to need more water. If you have diarrhea, the common misconception is you need too much water. That's not true.
And it was to the Harlem Shake video.
I remember those videos. What was that, 12 years ago?
Oh, wow.
2011, 2012 is when they were going.
Like 2009 to 11 tops.
No, because I was at Des and Dan's and all those popped off. And I moved over there in
I was working at Target at the time.
Late 2011. That was the Harlem Shake. Fucking back on topic here, though. What the fuck? Blippi is shitting.
Harlem shitting. Harlem shaking, I guess.
So, evidently, I don't know. You said it was proven it's Blippi.
Yes, he went on record to apologize.
Oh, Blippi did?
Yes, he went on record to apologize. He knows it'll hurt his character. It'll hurt his...
So it's not allegedly. I always like to cover my ass by saying allegedly. So it's Blippi.
Blippi volcanoed out of his butt onto his best friend in the video. Bestie idea.
You can go fuck yourself.
Says the guy who wants me to sit on his lap on the couch.
Yeah, there's 3 people there. There's enough room for everybody. Right here.
You let me sit on your lap, but you don't let me shit on your chest. Make up your fucking mind, all right? Oh, my God.
So weird.
Fucking...
So Blippi's. Blippi is... You think how much do you think that's going to tarnish his? Because here's the question: how many people are actually going to see that? Like, I had no idea, because I think Blippi is one of those characters for the most part, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just because I'm in my own world here. I think he's one of those characters that most people don't pay that much attention to him until you just run across him on the YouTube, and they're like, "Oh yeah, go ahead, you can watch that. It's harmless."
Well, Blippi is harmless.
Yeah.
The real guy...
Whoever this guy is, probably his name is Blooper or something.
Has a lot of shit to deal with.
Blumpkin. But he...
And there's like expulsion too. It like
Yeah, that like fucking
shoots.
that like that.
It
like,
wasn't like a.
That's like SpaceX rocketed out and then crash landed back on his buddy.
And they blacked out the dick and balls, but you saw it's where most of the shit hit.
You saw. Why?
And that's in your brain forever. You're very welcome. I can retire from the show a successful person. No, I'm not retiring from the show.
Damn it. Why though? I don't. Here's the other thing.
It was viral at the time.
Shitting on your friend to the Harlem Shake?
He made that video back then when it was trending.
Shitting on your friend?
No,
I don't think that was ever hashtag shit on friendy or bestie or whatever. I don't think that was ever a thing.
Shit on friendy.
That sounds like a new fucking. That sounds
Shit.
like a social media platform in some
Fresty.
movie or video game. Like,
Yeah. No.
Here's the next question though. How many other children's stars do crazy ass shit like this? I mean, look at fucking Nickelodeon. Yeah, but in everything else that I've seen with Nickelodeon, allegedly with Disney to this point, and now Blippi, Pee Wee
Herman did cocaine and jerked off in a porn theater.
That was pretty. I mean, at least it was a porn theater, not like it was a chill. Like you went and saw Frozen or some shit like that, and it was like, who is this guy jerking off in the background? At least it was a porn theater, you know, where they show porn. And what fucking Hollywood actor didn't do cocaine or doesn't to this day?
Oh, fucking A.
So
I'm not even a Hollywood actor, and I do cocaine.
Yeah, I mean, take everything into
See, I've already met the prerequisites.
Take it, except you're not famous.
Exactly.
I'm just ahead of the curve.
I did my homework.
Take it.
I'm ready for that role. Of what? Juggy?
I don't know. Taking everything into consideration, Pee Wee Herman was pretty normal. Which is a weird thing to say in this day and age. Think about that. Think about what I just said. And think about that I just said it 100% seriously.
Touche.
Pee Wee Herman was normal. It's 2024. So anyone that happens to stumble across this in 50, 60, whatever years, it's 2024 and people jerking off in porn theaters
Is normal. Or is more
up.
acceptable.
Is a normal thing compared to today's standards. I mean, we got Nickelodeon, people getting nabbed for fucking indecent everything and child rape and everything, or I mean the R word, because YouTube. They're getting nabbed for that, and then people in Hollywood are going to defend them. So if you're going to porn theaters doing God knows what, yeah, okay, that's you know, I guess now people look at you and be like, that's it, pussy. So that's nice. That's a great way to start. Welcome back, everybody, again.
Yeah, welcome back.
You're watching it again. He's watching it again.
I am.
What the fuck's wrong with you?
Oh, hey, look, it's bigger now.
I don't want to see. You can hear it. You can hear it exit. You can hear the trajectory, and you can hear the splashdown. Houston, we have a problem. Do you think he had the idea?
No!
Do you think he had the idea?
Three times is too many.
Do you think he had the idea for the children's show while he was filming this, or did that come later?
Hold on. Let's find out when Blippi was created.
All right. Yeah, the inception of it.
When
What year was that? When was that?
Hold on. Blippi created. Blippi was created February 18th, 2014.
Okay. When was that? Was that video a late bloomer to the whole Harlem Shake thing, or was he right in the mix of it all?
The Blippi.
And usually when they do the Harlem Shake, isn't the Harlem Shake usually done with a whole bunch of people? Why didn't he shit on a bunch of people?
Okay. 2013.
Okay, so that must have inspired him to do, hey, you know what I should do? Children's shows. While his friend's fucking puking in the corner.
Yeah.
New guys in the corner throwing up.
Oh dear God!
Oh my God!
Oh my God! Yeah. So he shit on his. Well, I mean, he made a step in the right direction when it comes to career choices. Shitting on people. Kids' TV shows. I mean.
Yeah, I mean, I can see where. No, I can't. What an interesting. You know what though? You shouldn't judge. No one should judge. I was hoping you'd add to that, but I got nothing, man. What, you just made me watch fucking Blippi shit on some random...
Judge not lest ye be judged?
I guess. I don't know.
Fuck that shit. If you want to shit on people, shit on people. I mean, in his defense, regardless of which, I have to be honest and say, it was in 2013. He didn't come
and that was a fucking weird year. That was the first year after the apparent apocalypse of 2012. Mm-hmm. So we knew where things were going right off the bat.
On top of that, I mean, for God's sakes, social media was like, excuse me, it's like somebody just tossed a 5-gallon can of gasoline straight into the center of the bonfire. You're just waiting for the plastic to melt and catch fire.
For reference, that was the same year that GTA Online launched.
Yeah.
GTA 5.
11 years ago. 3 systems ago.
You know what I've actually decided, speaking of GTA? I'm not getting 6. I just don't care.
Why not?
Because there's this whole thing going on right now with... It was actually, I sent it to you, the Ubisoft thing, the Star Wars, the new Star Wars game.
Oh, I started watching it, but then I had to...
Dude, there's been so many things going on with that lately. And it was brought up, too. The price point is what really kind of caught my eye.
$120.
Well, $70 for the base game. This is Asmon Gold brought this up. It's $70 for the base fucking game, okay? And you get, all right, the base game. But then for an extra $30 on top of that, $100, or no, $40 is $109. $40 on top of that, $110. You get a DLC board, like Jabba the Hutt, some fucking mission or something like that, and like 3 days early access. And as my Gold brought up, was like, wait, so an extra $40. So basically, Helldivers or well, there's a couple other games that are, I can't remember. Well, Helldivers. You buy that on top of the Star Wars game, and you're getting one extra board that's already in the game, and they're just artificially locking it. So you have to pay an extra $40 for something that's already in the game. It's like, well, you can't have this board unless you give us $40 more. Like, are you? So here's the thing, though. Ubisoft responded to, because people started talking about that. It's like, what the fuck are you doing here? And Ubisoft said, well, the board that you're not getting doesn't necessarily affect the game. Like, there's already plenty of Jabba the Hutt stuff in the game, so you're not getting any Jabba content or anything like that. And the point was brought up, it's like, okay, so either you're saying that the content you're putting out isn't worth $40 and you're ripping people off, or you're saying that you are in fact artificially putting a block on this content and just charging people $40 for something that's already in the game.
Yeah.
So which is it? And honestly, I just think you're saying your content's not that important, so you're just going to rip people off. But before all the price stuff was happening, as soon as Ubisoft was like linked to the games, like, oh, they're the ones that are whatever distributing it, everyone was like, so the game's gonna be garbage, like right off the bat. It's like, well, no. And honestly,
Rockstar's not doing it.
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Yeah, I'm talking about Star Wars. I'm not talking about Rockstar. I'll get to that. This just kind of ties in with all that. I'm just talking about the Star Wars game.
Okay.
That's the one that's like $70, and then and then the extra $40, and then then there's one that's like $120, and you get like art, some
art book,
stupid ass like art, like, and honestly, like, who the fuck care? Like, I don't give a shit about art and everything. Like, who cares?
Yeah.
My problem is with games like that, and they're going to do that with GTA 6. They're going to have this like, oh, get this edition and this edition and this edition and play. They do it with fucking WWE 2K. With the last one that came out, they had like the NWO edition for like $199 fucking dollars. Like, oh, half of a price of a fucking console. That's exciting. And what do you get? 3 wrestlers with their skins and shit from like 1996, 1998, who the fuck knows? And like, so maybe themes or some shit like that. It's like, that's not fucking worth an extra $120.
For it.
Of course they will. Of course they will. But the problem is just for that reason right there, that'll never change because people will pay for it.
Yeah.
But then they complain. It's like, well, we're getting incomplete games. Like, because that's a big complaint across gaming, any platform. It's like, we're getting games, and then they just have a shit ton of DLC that we have to pay season passes. We have to pay DLCs up the ass constantly to get shit that should have already been in the game. When Elden Ring came out, I was blown away, and probably for the right reason, but for the wrong reason. Like, because it was a complete game. And the fact that I was shocked it was a complete game and there was so much shit in it,
oh yeah,
that's fucking a problem. That's a problem if I'm paying a full game's price, getting a full game and going, wow, I remember what this was like 20 fucking plus years ago. You actually get what you pay for. Instead of having, it's like, we're going to give you the base game. It'll take 13 hours to complete. And then we're going to start giving you a bunch of other shit on top of that.
But you got to also pay us here and there.
Yeah, and it's like, if they're generous, well, it was $10 every other month, or $30 or $20 or $40 or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah.
Look at GTA 5 has done it for the last 10 plus
it's crossed
years.
3 systems.
Yeah, 10 plus years, and it's just trickled DLC. And it's like, well, give you a little, give you a little, give you a little. Then we'll have a new heist thing. Give you a little, give you a little, give you a little. We have 3 new vehicles and then a new heist. And it's just over and over and over. Just enough to just suck money and suck money. And then what do? And brilliant. It was really bad in the beginning. You do missions and get a payout of $10,000. And then they release cars, and like, this car costs $500,000. And the adder, remember the adder? The first one is $1 million car. Everyone's like, oh, yeah, you bet fucking balling. And that's like right off the bat when I was like, I'm not working a fucking 40-hour work week in a game. Fuck this. And then the modders came along. I'm like, thank you. Someone fucking gets it. Like, the modders came along. I was like, no, fuck them. And they just started handing cash out. And then Rockstar was like, oh God, what are you doing?
Which, if you ask me, I remember paying attention when that happened. When the modders were out there, the modders were just giving away billions of dollars for nothing. The online community grew.
It was huge because you could actually do shit with each other, interact, and do crazy stuff, and create, like, YouTubers and shit would create odd job content that didn't have anything to do with missions or anything.
Well, when Rockstar even talked about, because they talked about it before they just went up and did it, when they talked about addressing the issue, their community number right down. It dropped.
I wouldn't be shocked.
And that's where they came up with the idea, oh, okay, well, we'll let you keep some of it in ratio form. What do you mean? Well, if you had $999 billion, we'll let you keep $99 million.
It wasn't even that. Like, $99 million I would have been happy with. But they went through, well, the first time I think both times they went through and reset everyone's account and gave you like $500,000. I'm like, I was like, we'll let you keep the things you bought. I'm like, fair. But you drained my account to $500,000. Like,
I'm not going to sit there and play a heist that takes you an hour to maybe get half of that money back, half a million back. Because you remember, sure, the what was it? The island heist.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
What
Toledo Bay or whatever.
Toledo Bay. That's what I thought.
Something like that. Yeah, you could solo it. That's why it was convenient.
Perfectly, you could pull in over $1 million.
On your own, yeah.
But it took you a while to get the whole mission done.
If you had a team of 4, I think you'd get like 3 or 4 or 5 million, something like that. Like a decent chunk of change, like good enough. But yeah, the problem was the setup for all that shit was just it'd take you like 4 hours to do all the setup missions, and then 20 minutes to do the actual, or 10, 15, 20 minutes to do the actual mission. And I'm like, well, it works, but And yeah, after all that, I'm like, I don't know. And then they took so long to announce GTA 6. I'm older now, and I just don't give a shit. That's just what it boils down to.
I'll wait till it comes out for free. Well, I'll wait till they drop it for free.
Maybe I'll do it for free, but I'm not getting
2-3 systems later.
That's what that's what it goes back to. Is Elden Ring came out, complete game. Helldivers comes out. It's a tiny fucking studio with like 100 fucking employees, and it's like complete. And you don't need to do They have them in there for super credits, but if you play enough, you don't need to buy anything because there's plenty in the game to get all that shit.
Yeah.
So you get
all the interesting spots on your map. They could be super credits, could be
requisition slips, super credits, the samples, the medals. Like they're all there. Everything's there. And then you got games like Baldur's Gate 3 and everything. These are all fucking like this turn-based game. They're all complete fucking games, and you don't have to spend over $100 on them. And that's why all these games have come out and that don't cost an arm and a leg, and the content is all in them, and any DLC they have adds to what the game already is. It's not a game, or it's not something that should have already been in it, because they just gave you a fucking empty box with a Q-tip in it and be like, look how big this game is. And you open it up and like, there's no content in here. It's like, well, if you buy this box, there's more shit. And then you get that and there's a Q-tip and a fucking cotton ball. Great.
And if you buy this box, there's even more shit. You open it, Bucks.
And it's Blippi.
God damn it, you beat me to the punchline. No! Charlie, look away! No!
Con la terrorita. Oh, no, you don't. You can take that DLC right back. It's like a snake in a can.
Oh, God. The old exploding chipped or peanuts.
But,
what was that?
So,
what was in that can?
It was one of those spring things, the peanuts.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, was it? But it was peanuts in the can? What else was it? No. I don't think it was peanuts.
They had one with peanuts in it before. Or maybe this is one of those Mandela effect things, and I just am misremembering, or whatever the term may be.
Okay, God, you go on.
So, yeah, going all the way back to the whole... This is where this stems from, is the Star Wars thing that came up. And so they're artificially inflating the price. And, of course, and this kind of goes along with the new movie, The Acolyte, that's coming out. And instantly, right off the bat, I think Star Wars fans are like, it just doesn't look appealing as far as the game goes. Like, I've seen trailers of it, and I've watched trailers of it, and I have to tell you, I'm like, it doesn't look good. Like, it looks, I guess, pretty to look at, but I think the biggest problem is people want lightsabers and shit in Star Wars, and this isn't that. Or there's also, and I can't remember what the fuck the game was called. They want a true open world Star Wars game where you can create a character, because that's the biggest thing on Reddit I've seen anyway. And Reddit might be like a small percentage of like the fan base, but a big thing across has been we can't create our own character. Like, you have to play as one character, and I think if you could create your own character, that would really help.
Yeah, like you did in all GTA Online.
But the big thing is, people want an open world Star Wars game where you can do anything you want to do. Like, if you want to go down a path and become a Jedi and train and do all that, you can do that. If you want to be a smuggler, you can do that. If you want to turn to the Sith and be a Sith Lord, you can do that. If you want to do the fucking...
Go to Endor and fornicate with Wookiees or Ewoks?
Yes, you can do that. And
both.
You can sell them on the black market to the Wookiees.
Hey, Chewie, what are you going to do to it?
You know, that's probably why... This is probably why they don't make that game.
Yeah,
shit like
you're
this.
welcome. Sorry, guys.
Damn it. We shouldn't have said anything.
Because now that will happen.
Well, they wouldn't have even known. But yeah,
just going to Endor and setting fire to the trees.
A PETA shows up.
Wow. I think I got some repressed things I got to address.
You had a rough week, huh? It's only Wednesday. But That's what people want. If you're not going to give them a game with just like Jedi and Sith or whatever, they want a game where it's true open world and we can do whatever the fuck. If you want to be just, I cannot fucking remember the name of the game. It was a PC game, and you could do just that. And it was a huge game for a while, and then it just got really wonky.
Well, it was PC.
It was PC, a Star Wars open world game. But if you wanted to work as no, if you wanted to work,
Jedi Academy.
I don't think so. If you wanted to work as like a deliverer or some shit, or a cook somewhere in like the underground, you could do that. You could
just go to the metaverse and become a truck driver.
You could be you could be a Jedi, but it was so hard to do the training to actually become. Not a lot of people were. That's where it went wrong. Because the game company actually made it easier and easier to be a Jedi, so just everyone was fucking Jedis, and then no one was taking up any of the other spots, but then everyone's going around killing everybody that wasn't. Like, it just went fucking way off the rails, and it kind of destroyed the game. But I think the original appeal was because not everyone could just be a Jedi. It's like, you had to work your ass off to get there.
Yeah.
But, like, they're never going to do that, just for the reason that, well, that you don't get your hand held and brought from point A to point B, which drives me fucking nuts in games. Like when you play a game and you're like, go to this point and press X. And then you do that, and then it's like, now go here, bring up your map. And this isn't like tutorial, this is what the fucking game is. Bring up your map, and it has this flashing thing. It's like, go here. And it fucking guides you there.
It kind of handhold you through the first few steps to get to learn the game.
No, I mean, like, the game is that. Like like the cinematic parts when you're in a battle, it's like, now press X, spam, and then it just goes from point to point, and like, I fucking hate that shit. Like, that's why one of the reasons I enjoyed Elden Ring so much is like, there's none of that. It gives you a really watered down tutorial and be like, good luck, buddy, bam, and shuts the door.
And then you develop the
yeah, but I fucking love that. It's like, it doesn't fucking there's no training wheels. Let's go figure it out. Be a fucking man. Don't be a bitch. Like, get out there, fucking get your shit together. Like a 50s father. It's like, when are you gonna get your shit together, boy?
We had the Elden Sai, and now we have the Helldiver Huff.
You know what I have? It's not even so much of that. It's like, this is my biggest complaint with when I play with randoms and Helldivers. Why do we feel it necessary, and especially if they use like the 122 millimeter or 380 millimeter drop down orbital that just,
yeah.
Why is it necessary that, well, my panic move is just chuck that at my feet where we all are, so we all fucking die? I'm like, why is this necessary? And then they chuck the orbital strategy, like the reinforcements, at the fucking, like, AT-AT, the factory strider, or at the group of Hulks and everything. It was like, take this, and bounces off their head, and then boom, and then they all turn and look at you. I'm like, thanks.
Then it's the what was that picture I sent you before? Hold on.
I don't see why that is necessary. Why do we do this? Well, I don't understand.
Where was it?
So that's really where it's not so much a Helldiver Huff or Elden Ring Sai or whatever. It's more or less me sitting in my chair going like, are we fucking, like, what are we thinking? Are we using our brains? Even a little bit. Just a smidge.
I'll have to find it. Pretty sure I thought I sent it to you.
Oh, speaking of Helldivers, see, like, for a while, the factory striders, the big AT-ATs, had disappeared. When, like, we pushed them back, and then they reappeared further up the map, you know, their big onslaught. Well, now they're back, and they spawn a lot more frequently. And on top of that, they get brought in with dropships. So now,
this is what happens when.
So now they come in. So with Hulks, tanks, and everything else. So now you see them all of a sudden come with a fucking AT-AT coming in on a dropship, dropping down. I'm like, oh, this is great. And you know what's really nice? When you do those eradication, or the eradication missions, whatever the hell, the blitzes, the blitz missions, where it's like kill, knock down their numbers. And there's some of those boards.
This is usually what happens when some random person, because they usually throw, like you said, they throw the 120 right there at your feet. Boom, boom, boom. And then when they throw the reinforcements, they throw you at the group, and this is what happens.
That's true. That poor
Helldiver.
little blonde girl there with a unicorn. You are a unicorn, lady. You are a special unicorn.
I think it's Dylan Mulvaney.
Sure the fuck looks like it. Isn't that something? Boy, they're all in for a surprise.
They are all in for a surprise. They thought they were sticking. They got stuck.
Yeah.
This isn't what we wanted.
It's my time now.
Yo, you hear it released a music video?
I did. And I heard it. And it's fucking garbage.
I haven't heard it.
I don't know where I heard it.
I heard a clip, and nope.
It might have been Ben Shapiro or something like that. Because I think someone was talking about it, and they played it. Actually, it might have been Hodge Twins.
Sorry.
Might have been them.
I don't know. Oh, no, I saw Tom McDonald. He clipped it.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
He was not.
Maybe I saw from him. I don't know. It was somebody. Someone I was watching, like, they showed it, and I'm like, well, there it is. Anyway, I can't get signed, but whatever it is can sure fucking
The only
get
time
signed.
my finger ever moved faster was... Well, I blew her back out, I can tell you that much.
Dylan Mulvaney's back? Jeez. Poor Dylan.
His.
Ugh.
Sorry.
Whatever it is.
Well, this show just got canceled. I misgendered it.
Tim Pool's evidently getting fucking canceled. I still can't wrap my head around that
Cancel
one.
him.
I'll have the... That episode's going on Tim Pool as we're shooting this one. I saw the beginning of it while we were sitting out bullshitting before we came in here, and his YouTube channel got nuked of all their big episodes. So I imagine the ones of like Joe Rogan,
Alex Jones,
and Alex Jones, and probably some of the more prominent, I would say even centrist and right leaning. Probably
doesn't he have
Donald Trump Jr.
Yep.
Because he's been on a few times. Those are probably nuked. So, and then he got threatened. I guess there's some kind of threat of banning his channel outright too. And I'm like, fuck. Like, I mean, aside from the obvious of like what I just said, like, for fucking what? Why? Like, there's
because like you said before, he gives everybody a platform to speak,
all right.
Whether he agrees with them or not, whether he supports their ideas or not. He leaves it up to the viewer to decide what to do with the information they take from the video, and the fact that he does that, and they don't like that.
Clearly they don't like it, which is fucking... It's like, I mean, granted, this is a way smaller channel, and we've been nabbed a couple times. Not so much on YouTube. YouTube, I think twice, and both times I appealed. And the first appeal took for fucking ever. Well, it was the second appeal. The first appeal, there was like, oh yeah, we're sorry. The second appeal took for fucking ever to go through. And they have a system on YouTube. If you're not a creator, content creator, you have to talk about it. Basically, it's a re-education camp. It's like if you have something about mRNA.
You mean men who really need answers?
Yes. If you really need an answer and you're a man, if you have some question on that,
then if I got the tool for you.
That just sounds like a fucking weird infomercial. But
do you really need answers? Are you a man? Come on in.
But if you say anything about that and they strike your channel for it, you go through and you have to answer these questions the way they want them answered in order to take the strike off. I'm like, isn't that special? Or you could just wait the 6 months. So I just fucking waited the 6 months. I went through the first couple questions. I'm like, this is fucking stupid. I'm like, I closed it up. I'm like, whatever, I'll just wait the 6 months. It gives you like this yellow warning. It's not even a strike. It's like a warning. It's like, you better not do that again. And that was the thing we were talking about.
Better not cry.
That was the one where we got the fucking video taken down initially because we were talking about crazy theories and shit. That,
where men really needed answers on that episode?
yeah, talking about like the robots and shit in
the
your
fact
blood.
that we straight up said this is a conspiracy theory, and there was no validity, no evidence, no supporting facts to back it up.
That's the video they fucking took down. I think that was...
We did full disclaimers.
That was the same video where like you were like going off on your
fuck off
crazy ass like jokes and shit. I'm like, this episode's getting fucking taken out, and
it
then it did. I'm like, well, I knew that was coming. Then I saw what they like the section they clipped, and it's like, this is why. I'm like, wait a minute.
This guy,
fucking everything on this episode. This is what upset people. Like, what fucking algorithm is this weird ass AI?
We've literally talked about tongue punching fart boxes without consent.
I'm sure we have.
Oh, for God's sake.
I'm sure there's been some comparison somewhere. Some crazy ass politician. And maybe not even a comparison. Maybe it's just politician bullshit that we talk about. I mean, I just saw Blippi shit all over somebody. So who the fuck knows what's been on this?
Well, I mean, we did, dude. There's a lot of crazy shit that's gone on. We've talked about a lot of crazy shit. I mean, it's not like we were in the Senate getting bent over and fucked by Congress.
That definitely has never happened in real life.
Exactly.
I wonder where they are.
I can tell you where they're not. Fucking in the Senate.
I got that.
You're banned for a year. Well, can I still put it in his rear?
But that's the way it fucking...
Only if you do it here.
That's the way...
Wait, what the fuck?
That's a different chair. I guess it works. I guess... I don't know. But that's the way it works, though. Especially if you're on the right side of history. Then you can do whatever the fuck you want.
And by right, you mean not the right.
Well, yeah. So, the eclipse happened. Did you die? Was the rapture? Were you in the rapture?
I've been dead for a long time on the inside.
Oh.
The eclipse didn't change anything.
Were you able to see it? Did you look at the eclipse sun?
Oh, yeah. Through the clouds.
Yeah.
Who the fucking...
I will say this. All right, go ahead.
You know what the worst fucking part about it is? Especially with my line of work. We were all told, hey, avoid this, don't do this, don't go here, can't do this, can't go near.
That was a weird fucking Dr. Seuss way you just said that.
Fucking right, doggy. The fact of the matter is, these stupid fucks deserved all the gouging they got.
Who, what?
There were people that were literally driving from across the country.
Oh my God, yes.
These rinky-dink fucking half-a-star hotels were charging $300 a night. 5 years ago, when they reserved the hotel rooms, they canceled reservations on people because they gouged their prices like $1,500 for about $1,500 for a night. And people were like, "I'll pay it."
Yeah, and you know what the crazy part is? Well, not the crazy part, but here in the Stewarts that used to be nice and easy. And
Yeah.
What was it? My buddy Matt I work with. He pulled in the morning to grab he gets tea or something in the morning before he comes to work. He said he pulled in down there, and he goes, "Dude," he got to work. He goes, "Dude, you would have loved what I just saw." I go, "Yeah, what'd you just saw?" He goes,
Yeah.
I do that all the time.
Okay.
I go, "What'd you just saw?" He goes, "I just saw like a mystery machine van pull up." And no. It was a U-Haul. I was like, so like a mystery machine, no windows, really creepy. He goes, it was a U-Haul that just pulled in, and a shit ton of people got out of it. And it looked like a bunch of deadheads. Like, we're just following the Grateful Dead. We just took a wrong turn, but I heard the sun's disappearing.
For like 30 years.
Yeah. He goes, it literally was a bunch of fucking old hippies.
Oh, God.
And they're like, "Where are you guys heading?" Like, somewhere fucking up north to see the eclipse because it was supposed to be clear up north. It's like, "Oh, we're going wherever, Plattsburgh, where the fuck we're going."
No, weren't they going to that owl effigy ranch?
They took a big ass wrong turn. They're about 3,000 miles
What was that place
off.
called again?
Out in Cali.
Yeah.
That's God damn it! This happens every fucking time.
Shot him in the foot, people.
Oh, it is.
Mar-a-Lago?
No. That's Trump's place in Florida.
No shit, Sherlock. I was just joking. At Epstein Island?
Well, the map says we only went about 3 inches.
These Rocky Mountains.
A little rockier than this. John Denver's full of shit, man.
Yeah.
I'm only human, Harry.
You might not go to
So we backtracked to Dad. Dad Lloyd, you went 1/6 of the way across the country in the wrong direction. It is. God damn it! I remember. There's audio of this too. Reagan, or not Reagan. Not Ronald Reagan. Nixon. Nixon was talking about this place, and he goes, "It's the faggy. It's a bunch of faggy."
Bohemian Grove.
Yes, Bohemian Grove. He goes, "It's the faggiest thing I've ever seen in my life." I'm like, "Whoa, hey!"
All I did was type in owl effigy. Boom.
Yeah, Bohemian Grove
popped up.
And it's like 120 acres or some shit way up in Northern California.
So yeah, deadheads getting out of the van.
They took a wrong turn if they were going there. But yeah, so they said they were going up north and to see the eclipse. I'm like, yeah, that checks out. And now you got people buying hotel rooms and shit 5 years ago to go see this thing. But so along with the eclipse comes a whole bunch of crazy stuff. Well, first off, everyone's talking about the eclipse. Like, oh, it's going to be the rapture and this and that. Okay, of course it is. Nothing happened.
Nope.
It got cloudy. And the coolest thing I did see, because we got out of work early because it was the week off, or they had the day off, so we got out early. So I came home, and it was the shadow from the eclipse was basically following me home. And when because it got getting darker and darker. So I got home, and I'm on the side porch here, and I'm watching the shadow of the eclipse just cut up north like a fucking storm system would. I'm just watching it go up north. And I think that was cooler than actually seeing the fucking... I saw part of the eclipse because it wasn't too cloudy. And then, like, my boss is like, well, the next time this comes around, I won't be around.
Lucky.
That's sad. But here's the thing. So, The View had to open their mouth, which is really a treat for all of us.
Because we could definitely put something in it.
So, Sonny Hostin, she made a claim that the the eclipse
is racist.
I mean, it was right on that fucking same level of what you just
serious?
said. It's not racist, but the fucking, like, what? It's on that
like
level.
AOC saying we should go to the sun at night so it's cooler.
You think that was real? You think she really said that? I think she really meant it?
I do.
I wouldn't be surprised. It's on that level, though. Okay? So, The View co-host, Sonny Hostin, blamed Monday's solar eclipse, the Friday before that, the earthquake that New York apparently had that I have no fucking idea.
I didn't feel it.
No. But Friday's earthquake and the expected cicada breeding season, the 2 different breeds of cicada all coming out at the same time, she blames all that on climate change. That reaction is like... All those things together, this is quoting her now. All those things together would maybe lead one to believe that either climate change exists or something is really going on, she said Monday. This is a rundown of what she's talking about. An 4.8 magnitude earthquake was felt across New York and New Jersey on Friday.
Yeah, it happened
on Monday,
in New Jersey.
The highly anticipated solar eclipse Wednesday across the continental United States. The thing about the earthquake, you know what's interesting? The epicenter of it was like either right at or right next to one of Trump's golf courses. So I think naturally, it's like, well, does that mean that's some China super weapon that Trump's working with? A Russian? So Hostin also claimed that her studio makeup artist put on her coat and ran down the hallway during the earthquake, saying Jesus is coming and the rapture is here. But co-host Joy Behar and Whoopi Goldberg pushed back on her theory. It's sad if Joy and Whoopi are being like, well, now hold on, Joy. Or, Sonny. Quote, except earthquakes are not at the mercy of climate change. It's underground. It can't, Behar said. And then, how about the warming of the planet, she responded. Just so you get a picture of her dopey ass face. Yes. And Goldberg says, no, it happens. And the eclipse, they've known about the eclipse coming because eclipses happen. And they can actually say when these things are going to happen. Hostin pointed out it was the first time in 100 years that two different cicada broods would emerge for their mating season at the same time. But Goldberg promptly shut her down, arguing it happens every 17 years. Like I said, it's sad when Whoopi Goldberg and Joy Behar are going like, why don't you put the brakes on? Listen, we fill up this...
Somebody pump the brakes and fucking listen to someone else for once on that show.
We fill up the airwaves with enough stupid shit. We don't need you doing it too.
Let us.
Yeah, let us make fucking... So, co-host Alyssa Farah Griffin... Hey... I don't want to be up there. Joke that Trump caused the earthquake. I read online that the earthquake epicenter was actually at Bedminster, New Jersey. Fun fact. So it originated with Trump. There you go.
That's it.
Others have caught flack for similar takes, including Green Party member and the U.S. Senate candidate for New Jersey, Christina Amara Kalia, who went viral after she posted a similar theory to social media, claiming the earthquake that rocked New York and New Jersey on Friday was caused by climate change. I experienced my first earthquake in New Jersey. We never get earthquakes, she wrote. The climate crisis is real. The weirdest experience ever.
Oh. And I would have read that and probably crashed my car.
The post was widely mocked and received an ex-community note. Fact check providing more context.
Oh God! Fact checked her.
I love The View. I love The View just for all this. Oh man, I could do a separate podcast where I just watch The View and then comment on it after.
We should do a reaction podcast.
I know. Really should. That'd be that much more content to do if you're up for it.
Oh yeah, dude. Definitely up for it.
She eventually deleted the post and switched her account to protected, so the public couldn't view her posts any longer. You stupid!
Everybody point and laugh at the stupid.
Yeah, you dumb broad. Holy shit, that's awesome.
I'm in danger.
That's why she went. Oh, I gotta go quiet. I'm in danger. Ah, gee.
Oh, fuck.
So, all them in New York City.
Yeah.
That's the city fucking... New York.
That's what we gotta do.
Shithole.
We gotta send all the girls on The View down to New York City.
They are there. That's where they shoot.
Learn a lesson.
It's just... Yeah, fucking random women getting punched in the face down there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I don't know what the hell that's about. That's all fucking...
Hey.
You vote, or you get what you vote for. That's all that boils down to.
You know I'm Hispanic, right? Half Spanish, half Italian.
Right.
Did you hear about the guy, the big one online right now, about the Mexican dude taking anti-anxiety medication?
No.
Yeah, it was for Hispanic attacks.
Should have saw that one coming. Just fell right into it. Like a fucking cricket and an orb weaver.
Can you blame his panic attacks because he's Hispanic?
Oh, I get it.
I sat there earlier. I was like,
Man, you derailed that fucking...
no, I sat there earlier.
I should rename this podcast Derailed.
I heard that earlier and it was like,
I love it.
he has panic attacks. Okay. He goes, oh, well, yeah, Hispanic attacks and being Mexican. I'm like,
Mexicans have panic attacks more? What?
I go, well,
I mean, if they stopped crossing the border illegally, they wouldn't be worried about something.
it took me about 15 to 20 seconds before I finally said in my head, well, it is caused by Hispanic attacks. Hispanic? You fucking idiot! And then I laughed out loud. I called myself an idiot in my own head.
But that had anything to do with the joke.
Yeah.
That was before the joke.
No, that was
You fucking idiot.
No, that was joke.
Oh, joke? Yeah, I'll
That
listen.
was after the punchline. Oh, yeah. Women getting punched in NYC.
Yeah, random punches. But like I said, you get what you vote for. Like, you wanted all these policies, you wanted all this shit, you wanted people just out in the street doing whatever, and getting fucking, we're not going to hold anybody. And so, the whole city's a fucking mess right now. They voted for police reform, police budget cuts, defunding the defund movement, bail reform, etc., which we fucking talked about with that crazy ass story with the people having to chopped up elderly people and like everything in their house. Yeah, and they're released. Talk about all that, and that's bail reform. It's like, well, you protect criminals, and this is what you get.
Oh, speaking of protected criminals, all within the last 72 hours, there was cops shot, and I know there was one killed in Syracuse.
Yeah, I saw that.
And
I saw the
was
security.
This morning, there was another one in Albany.
In Albany, yeah.
Yeah.
But that one, he got shot in the
wounded,
shoulder and the leg or something like that.
Yeah.
And the other person didn't make it. The person that shot him. Speaking of, you see that
Dexter
one?
Reed.
96 rounds.
So here's something. Okay, you know enough police officers. You know a few. I know enough to where I've asked some questions. Like, yo, if it's uncomfortable, don't worry about it. Don't answer. But just out of curiosity, they're trained to shoot till you drop, not to kill.
Mm-hmm.
They will aim for arms and legs. They don't aim for body shots. But you also have to remember, in the heat of the moment, if you draw a gun at me and I'm running away trying to defend myself and I shoot at you and I'm doing this,
Right.
I'm bound to hit your chest once or twice.
Right. You talking about the police officer?
The police officer's responding fire.
Right.
Returning fire. So the whole Dexter Reed thing, is it unfortunate that it happened? Yes. All the it's sad that the BLM movement is so ignorant.
Tarnished and just corrupt, because it is.
It's sad that the BLM movement, for lack of a better term, is so ignorant in the fact that the hard factual evidence shows he shot first.
Oh, yeah, for 100%. I just brought up the body cam.
And he continued to shoot. That's why other officers respond and return fire.
And that's what their officers are trained to do. If someone fires at an officer, you fall on that officer. Like, you cover the officer.
Yep.
Like, because at that point, all bets are off. It's not just like maim
and it was 5 guys, 5 officers. 4 of them were black.
Right.
But it's all race-based.
That's a political thing. You never let a tragedy go to waste. That's just politics 101.
Well, the mother.
That's what it is.
The mother of Dexter Reed.
Oh my God.
They killed him!
I saw that and I'm like, there's no fucking way.
Oh.
There's no. That was on level of The Room with Tony Wiseau.
Now,
oh, hi, Mark.
all jokes
You're
aside.
tearing me apart, Lisa.
All jokes aside, is it unfortunate she lost her son? Yes.
Sure.
Is she going through some pain?
Of course.
Yes. But come on.
No, this and the way they're trying to make this out. They're trying to turn this into
George Floyd again.
Convenient time. George Floyd Mark II. Yeah,
And
that's
here we
exactly
are,
what they're doing.
Coming on November.
But I do not think that this one's taken off the way they think, because I think this is gonna, unfortunately, as sad as it may be, this one's gonna be just stifled right out. Because not to use this event as like this catalyst for a rant or anything, but what will happen is this event happens, whatever, blame whomever you want, but we are in a different climate that we were as opposed to what we were in 2020, because then nobody had anything going on. We were all locked inside. It was COVID. So we were all paying attention to the same thing, worried about the exact same thing, which worked out for the Democratic Party. This time around, everyone's worried about the same things, generally anyway, but it's not what the Democratic Party wants to be worried about. They're still leaning back on the racial thing, the inequality, the DEI, all this bullshit. That they're still tending to that. But most regular Americans are like, I can't afford shit. I can't do shit. Like my check, there was a graph I just saw with the increase in pay, the increase in housing prices going up like 3.5 times in the last 10 or 15 years, the increase in car prices, the increase in travel expenses, the increase in groceries, food expenses, and all these things are going up 2.5 times, 4 times, 3 times of what they were 20 years ago, say. And then they show, no, you know what? This is going back like, I think 50 years. I think it was from 1963. That was the date. Year JFK got assassinated. And then they show the price or their average income, which only goes up like 1.8 or like 1.8 times from what it was.
Yeah.
Like that fucking math isn't working out. It's not even out.
Nothing right.
No, at all. And then they wonder why it's like, oh, and fucking what is like someone pissing on your foot is when Joe Biden's like, oh, it's because price gouging on snacks and snackflation. Like, are you fucking serious? Like, are you that delusional? Are you that disconnected here? Like, you're going to blame Snickers for shrinking the size? I mean, we talked about this before. You're going to blame Snickers for shrinking the size of their candy bar? It's like, can we talk about real issues? Like real groceries? And not fucking Doritos?
Well, no.
The people's... And then the border, not to mention, which I just saw a video today of, this is in San Diego now, so they're stealing boats or whatever they're doing with boats and going up the coast into California. They had a speedboat. It was a few people. It wasn't crowded beach, but it was a few people on the beach. The speedboat just barrels through the fucking waves, just lands on the beach, and like legitimately 12 fucking illegals jump off and just like storm the beach of fucking Normandy.
Hell of honor too.
Yes. Like, and I'm like, this is what people are worried about here. Not whatever, like, not like, oh, what about George Floyd? I'm like, the fucking druggie? Like, he was a drug addict. Does that make everything that transpired right? No, that's a different fucking argument. But we're not doing this DEI thing. That is failing on a miserable level. Everyone's like, oh, DEI works. No, it doesn't. And every fucking chart and every study in Harvard and all these fucking studies, it shows like DEI does not fucking work. It doesn't. It just objectively doesn't work. But getting that through to anybody that's like this activist thing, it's like screaming at a fucking... You remember Fizzgig?
Yes.
From Dark Crystal? That is basically what you are screaming at. Ah! Listen, it doesn't work. Ah! It doesn't work, though. Ah! Like, this is what we're fucking yelling at here. And then eventually we all just have to look at it and be like...
Trial by style?
Maybe if we just turn our back and ignore it, it'll go away. But clearly that hasn't worked.
When he gets stripped of all of his shit, right?
But clearly that hasn't worked because... Oh, no, that's... you're talking about...
The Dark Crystal, that's what you said.
Yeah, the Dark Crystal. But Fizzgig was that little ball with the giant mouth. It looked like the dog thing.
Oh, yes!
Yeah.
I thought the freaking character was messed up.
No, so I was going to... Yeah, but we turned our back and ignored him for a long time. Clearly that didn't work because we did that for the last 20 or 30 years. And look where that fucking got us. They weaseled their way into like... It's, you know what it is? It's the equivalent of like that really weird fucking friend from way back when you're in high school. He's like, man, he's fucking weird, but somehow he ends up with like every girl. Like, how the fuck? It's like you're the creepiest fucking fuck, and everyone knows. Even like girls know that you're a creep, and somehow.
Until you meet him at the Tiki-Q at the party. Yeah, that makes sense.
All right. Fair enough. Ugh. Yeah. Well, so that's what we're screaming at here.
Yep.
I don't even know how the fuck I got going down that road. Jesus.
Speaking about that road,
Yeah.
I gotta be hitting that old road.
You gonna hit the road?
I'm gonna hit it hard.
Ugh. Is that the sound it makes after?
There might be a few dents in your yard, but I'm done. Not from my dick.
Is that cicadas coming out? Oh, they come out of a tree.
You ever hear that joke about you have to edit that one out. That might be a bit racist.
Oh, God. Bye.